Hey everyone, back to you today's video. It's a 5-day forecast, so we're going to have a detailed look at whether it's 5 days, plus the British Isles. It starts off relatively unsettled, but high pressure is going to take over across Scandinavia over the weekend and the start of next week. Two winds into the east, but there's no legacy of cold air over the continent. Really, it's been a very mild winter. It's been relatively mild over the past couple of weeks in Central Europe, so there's no real legacy of cold over Central Europe. These east winds will bring in cooler air and a lot of cloud, but I don't think we're looking at anything particularly cold or wintry coming up. Now, if we get on Friday forecast, just say about the ads. There's links to articles on those pages at gasoffice.com. Have a browse through widgets. Any articles that you're interested in, please click through. You'll be able to often read those articles. At the same time, we have a sport website. Thanks so much for doing that. We started competition on Sunday. This is the prize that we're giving away in association with MetCheck Weather Instrumentation, metcheck.co.uk. It's a Climate handheld wind meter. It records the wind strength and it will also tell you the wind chill as well. It's worth £32.50. It's an excellent prize. And to win it, all you got to do is email your name and address to gasoffice@gmail.com. That's what you have to do. You don't have to answer any difficult questions or anything like that. You're going to a prize draw, and on Sunday evening, one name will be pulled out of the bag at random. Whoever is pulled out of that bag at random will win this prize. You've got to be in it to win it, so do send your address and email your address and name to the email address gasoffice@gmail.com, and you'll go into the prize draw. Thanks very much for doing that. Had a fantastic response so far, so if you want to do it, you've got until Sunday, plenty of time to get your entry in. Right, let's start off with the radar picture from the weatheroutlook.com. A band of rain coming in across the country today by way of link to Weather Outlook on the links page. Some quite heavy rain in the north. It's more sporadic down in the south, and as it pushes into the southeast, you see it'll probably tend to fizzle out a little bit. His synoptic pressure chart. Pressure is already trying to build across Scandinavia, but these areas of low pressure are out to the west and the northwest, bringing these weather fronts in. So it's going to be wet for the rest of the afternoon across Scotland, Northern England, down into Wales, and some of that rain coming down to southwest England as well. It'll push in towards the Midlands, parts of Lincolnshire, East Anglia by the end of the afternoon. The far south and southeast tending to stay mainly dry through daylight hours, albeit turning cloudy. We've had the best of the day, had the best of sunshine now. Temperatures today are going to be up to around 12 degrees, 54 Fahrenheit. But it's going to turn very windy in the far north, so it'll feel quite cold again up there. Overnight, we're going to find that band of rain moving quite quickly across the country this evening. May get some rain down in the southeast for time, but it'll be out of the way by midnight. And then it's going to turn clear and dry for a time. Quite cold in the north, with temperatures going up for frost in Scotland down to -3. But England and Wales, the problem tonight could be dense patches of fog. So if you're off out and about early tomorrow morning, particularly around the rush hour, down across the south, do watch out. Those fog patches could be really dense tomorrow morning. Haven't had a great deal of fog this winter season, but could be some really dense fog patches around first thing tomorrow morning. They should go relatively quickly as the wind starts to freshen up and the next band of rain comes into western Scotland and Northern Ireland through the morning. Then that will spread across the rest of Ireland, Scotland and Northern England through Thursday afternoon. Central eastern parts of England and Wales will stay mostly dry. As I say, the winds will freshen up, so that will blow the fog away quite quickly through the morning. Manage to get some pretty decent sunny spells in the southeast until the cloud arrives in the afternoon. Temperatures again up to around 12, maybe 13 degrees, 55 Fahrenheit, so feeling quite spring-like in the south. Of course, if the wind freshens in the north and west, it'll feel cooler up there. Now, we've got a real battle starting to take place as we move through into Friday. We've got a weather system across the country. It's running into this area of high pressure building up over Scandinavia. This is sort of a classic battleground scenario. If there was any legacy of cold air to the east, or if it was winter, this would give us the risk of a snow event. But because there's no legacy of cold air to the east, and because we're into spring now, we're just going to be looking at a band of rain stalling across the country and then fizzling out. But rain may never get into the east overnight Thursday into Friday. The far east could stay dry, but central west areas have a lot of cloud with outbreaks of rain through Friday morning, and then that'll turn increasingly light and patchy and drizzly as it starts to slip away to the south and the west through the course of Friday afternoon, with brighter skies edging in from the east. But winds will be turning into the east, so it's going to feel cooler with temperatures around 9 or 10 degrees, so about average really for the middle of March. But it's certainly feeling a bit cooler, but it has been doing, particularly on the east coast. And then we're firmly into our east as we go into the weekend. 1,045 millibar area of high pressure over Scandinavia, bringing the winds in from the east. That's going to drag in a lot of clouds. So Saturday may start off with a frost and sunny spells, but I think we'll see increasing amounts of cloud moving in from the North Sea during the day. Most places will stay dry, but there could be some patchy bits and pieces of drizzle down the eastern coast. As that easy wind freshens, it's going to feel really quite chilly with temperatures of just 6 or 7 degrees at best. So certainly temperatures taking a tumble. Not cold, but certainly colder than they have been. Again, a little bit below average, if anything. We're still into bad to easterly on Sunday with high pressure over Scandinavia, bringing that easterly wind in across the country. Again, there'll be lots of cloud with very limited bright or sunny spells. The best of any bright or sunny spells will probably be to the west of high ground, say across parts of western Scotland, Northern Ireland, some parts of western Wales. But generally lots of cloud around with this easterly flow. Most places, again, dry. Risk of some light patchy rain or drizzle down the eastern coast, and over higher ground, say the North York Moors, something like that, there could be a little bit of sleet mixed in, but overall it's just rain and drizzle on the eastern side. Temperatures again around 6 or 7 degrees. And then we end the 5-day forecast period still in this easterly flow, so again for Monday, lots of cloud across the country. Generally quite a bit of dry weather, best for any brightness in the west, the risk of drizzle, maybe a little bit of sleet on the eastern side of the country, and temperatures around 6 or 7 degrees, feeling quite chilly in that easterly flow. It's a good job we've had a mild winter. If we'd had a cold winter, there's a legacy of cold air over Central Europe. This would be a much colder easterly flow. Finally, having a look at the charts from the weather outlook. Here we go for today with the rain in the west and the north of the country, gradually spreading east and south as the day wears on, but the far southeast probably staying mostly dry. Thursday starts off dry, couple of those dense fog patches in the south to watch out for first thing. And then we're going to find cloud and rain pushing back into the northwest through the course of the day. On Friday, that band of rain will be stuck across the country, particularly central and western areas, through the day, gradually turning lighter and fizzling out from the east as the day wears on, as drier weather pushes in from the east. Moving through into Saturday, lots of dry weather, but winds are in from the east, so it will feel quite chilly with increasing amounts of cloud moving in off the North Sea. And then we've got the risk of light rain or drizzle down the eastern side on Sunday and Monday as well. Most places probably staying dry, but at the east with the greatest risk of light rain and drizzle. Little bit of sleet possible over higher ground, but nothing particularly wintry. Certainly feeling rather drab, cold and miserable though, particularly on the eastern side. So in summary, we're starting off fairly unsettled with bands of rain coming through both today and tomorrow. That rain gets stuck across the country overnight Thursday into Friday before it dies away. And then the winds are going into the east over the weekend and start of next week. It'll turn cooler, but not cold, but cooler. And a lot of cloud coming in, feeling quite drab and miserable as we go through the weekend and into the start of next week. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.